Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia Tour is a tour that every fan of synth pop, disco, modern day pop wave era that we're in should consider. Welcome back, guys, to Still Slaps Music Commentary, Music Reviews. Today, we have a very, very special commentary / review episode for the channel. As you guys have read in the title, I went to Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia tour. She came here to Buffalo at the KeyBank Center on Saturday night. And man, oh man, was it a treat. Now, for people who are just getting familiar with the channel, people who are coming in for the first time, I am definitely one of the more casual fans of Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa's album Future Nostalgia was my official entry point to Dua Lipa. I originally heard her name just being circulated prior to hearing the Future Nostalgia album, and wasn't really familiar with too much. I just heard her name thrown around here and there. And sure enough, I went into the Future Nostalgia album back in the early portion of 2021, and I was vibing with almost the whole album. I was really appreciative of what she was doing sonically, with how she was complementing the production with her voice, and it just really felt like a nice vibe in the sense of the tone that she was setting on almost every track, with the exception of two that I am not a fan of. But transition to this year, 2022, the pandemic is kind of wearing off on everybody. It's kind of taking its leave in the hearts of a lot of people, and we're back in the concert mode for a lot of people, for better or worse. And Dua Lipa, sure enough, has reinforced her Future Nostalgia tour, and I was able to go in, as you can see from the photos, I was able to get on the floor for a very, very surprising price. I was almost skeptical. I did not think that it would be as good as it would be based off of what I paid, but that's besides the point. I went first on the floor seats. Dua Lipa puts on a great show. First of all, her shout out to her outfit team, her costume design team. She was really rocking with these outfits, and she goes through quite a series in the show. If you're going to go see the tour, you will experience transitions in the show where she shifts her outfits, and she does it flawlessly, and each choice is very, 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 very nice. It's very, very different. It doesn't feel like it's the same mock-up type of Future Nostalgia type of outfits. They all have different tones, and if you're into that type of thing, you will enjoy that. Secondly, shout out to her background dancers. Her background dancers were engaging with the crowd. It didn't seem like they were just kind of floating around, that they were just there. You'll see in a couple of the shots here, the background dancers really felt like they wanted you to know that they were there, and on top of that, they felt like they cared enough to really, really compliment the show. They complimented the show really, really, really well with their outfits, and with their presence, just on top of the movements that they were shape-shifting through, and the choreography. They were nailing it. And the flow between them in the show was, bar none, just nothing short of being great. Really appreciated the chemistry that they were able to incorporate in the show, and with Dua being center stage, obviously. Really, really appreciated that. I also really, really enjoyed some of the animation effects with the stadium. This is my first time being at KeyBank for a concert, believe it or not. Living in Buffalo for quite some time, this is my first time at KeyBank for a concert, and with this close up with the visuals, this was quite the introduction. Dua Lipa has really set the bar high for whatever next concert I go to. If they so happen to be floor seats, she has really propelled my experience to just nothing short of amazing, and I better run into it for the next act that I go to see, because that's just what she was able to do on the on her show, on her tour. So I'm really looking forward to the next show to be nothing short of that, nothing short of it, especially if you're a modern day pop star that Dua Lipa is. I also will say I am very happy that for the most part this concert was safe. There was no negative reporting. Everybody seemed to be that does speak to your fan base too. Dua Lipa's fan base, it really is goes to show that they're very much, they have a good time, they're fun, but at the same time, a good majority of them, there were kids there, there were people like myself who are much older, you know, going to see Dua Lipa, and they were really, everybody was really flowing with each other. It wasn't any sort of negative energy. Everybody was just having a good time, and the engagement was beautiful to look around and to see the engagement being as wholesome as it was quite the treat. And of course it complements the experience, because you never want to go to a show where you have negative outcomes. But this was I was over the moon. I was over the moon, and it's, to be honest with you, there was not much bad, if anything bad, to say about this show. You can't, especially if you had the privilege of being on the floor. I really enjoyed the songs. A majority of the songs that Dua performed, I still loved. A lot of it is the Future Nostalgia album. She threw one in there, one or two in there. One from her first album that I hadn't listened to in a little bit, so I was sort of fuzzy when that one came on, but she did perform that. I'm gonna do a separate video where I kind of rank the songs that she performed, and yeah, we'll talk about that more in depth. But if you go to this show, you have and you're gonna get these type of seats, you should not expect anything lower than what you're about to see on screen with the visuals here. I'm probably going to do a separate video where I collage a lot of the video footage that I took. I just have to go through and edit a lot of those, but you have nothing short in your expectations to, you know, when it comes down to what you're going to expect to see from a Dua Lipa show. These visuals, top notch. The performance, top notch. The choreography, top notch. The engagement with the crowd, Dua's engagement, how she treats her fans on stage. You will feel like she is giving you the experience one-on-one. And this was beautiful. This was beautiful. Thank you guys for tuning in for today. I will be making separate videos throughout the week on my experience, and I will be dropping them. So if you're a Dua fan, thank you for coming by for the first time. Hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe, please comment, bell on. I've got a bunch of Dua Lipa type beats. If you guys want to take a look at those, there's gonna be some in the description. And of course, I've got the one and only Break My Heart remix that you will hear in this video, probably a little lower. If you want to hear it more up close, click on the link below. And yeah, let me know how you feel about that, and let me know how you feel about my type beats that I've made in inspiration and influence off of Dua Lipa's recent production. Thank you guys again. Hope you enjoyed the video. More to come. And yeah, Dua Lipa Future Nostalgia Tour still slaps.
That slaps.